Hello, welcome back to Talking with Jasmine. I am Jasmine, of course. And we are should have brushed my hair. I didn't. Sorry. Um what was I gonna say? Okay, so we are on day, I wanna say we're on day 9. Technically it's day 10 because it's Wednesday instead of Tuesday. I did not post yesterday. I've come to a realization that I failed this challenge. I mean, I failed the challenge when it comes to posting on social media or social networks every day, but I have not failed spiritually. Like, actually think, like, I still think about it whether I like record or not, or whether I post or not. And it's mostly just because, like, I still think about things that I'm thankful for. And I feel like from this challenge, I've been able to actually think about it every day. And it's become a habit now. Now, if I can only get this habit on drinking some water, I stopped drinking water too. I need to start drinking water. Like, I drank some today, so I'm proud of myself. Yesterday, I didn't really drink any. So we're working on it. But I decided to do a video today because I feel like I actually am just gonna make it a story time. And I'm gonna title this I'm Concerned and I Need to Change. Okay? I am concerned and I need to change. Point blank period. I've always been this way. I've always been that type of person where like I kind of procrastinate and wait to the last minute to do things. And of course I'm probably gonna end up doing it again today. But I need to work on it. I am such a procrastinator. I wait till the last minute to do everything. And so yesterday I left the house forgetting that I didn't have my card to get onto the subway. So I left work. Oh, first let me start off what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for my coworkers. Especially you know who you are. And I will explain why in the story. Okay, so I left my house kind of late and I like rushed to the subway and like I didn't think I was gonna make it and I made it. 2 minutes tops, like a minute, like the subway was gonna be there in about a minute and a half, and I'm like get ready to tag my card, and I'm all like bloop, and I'm just like the little bars came out and I'm like what? I check, like I slide my phone and my card is not there and I'm like WTF. The subway is about to be here. I actually made it on time. I didn't think I was gonna make it. And I'm like, what? And I forgot that my husband had the card. He has his card, I have mine, but I bought something and then it ended up being something we didn't need. So he went to return it. And he was at work and he forgot to give me back the card that night. So he, like, I don't know where the card was. Apparently it was in his jean pocket at home and I didn't realize until I got to the subway station. And he didn't know where it was, and he found out where it was when he got home. But I didn't have time to search for it because I was already going to be late for work. So I had to walk to work in the cold. And I felt like if I would have planned accordingly and not perhaps procrastinated to do everything, get dressed and everything last minute, and I would have like actually took time to get everything together, I would have like checked to see if my card was there and realized it wasn't. Then have contacted my husband and then found out it was in the pocket and then could have still rode the subway. I had to walk in the cold. And I was like 10-15 minutes late for work. Yeah. So I felt kind of behind, but I wasn't because I was already prepped for class and everything. And then on the way home from work, I completely forgot again that I didn't have my card. And my husband and I were supposed to go grocery shopping, so he was going to meet me anyways to give me my card so that we can both take the subway home together. And then he ended up falling asleep because he was so tired from work that he did not come get me. Well, he didn't come so that we can go to the store together. So I was going home with my coworkers. I tried to go through the terminal, the turnstile thing or whatever it's called, and forgot I didn't have my card. I was like, shoot. And my coworkers were like, what? And I was like, I forgot I don't have my card. And they were like, why? And I told them what happened. And then they were like, oh, like, don't worry. Like, here, just, like, I'll pay for you. So my friend tried to pay. But the guy that was there was like, oh, no, it's only one per person for this certain card. And so she was like, oh, shoot. So then my other friend was like, oh, like, I have an extra card. You can use mine. And I'm like, no, don't worry about it. Like, I'll just walk home. It's fine. And at this point, I was like, boiling mad. Anyways. So, I really wasn't. I think I was more embarrassed a little bit because the Korean guy that was working at the subway thing was like, "You ain't getting through." Like he low key was like standing up. He was like making sure like I wouldn't sneak through, and I'm like, man, it's not that serious. Calm down, okay? Calm down. And nobody trying to rip off your little subway, and nobody trying to rip off your people, whatever. Anyways, so oh, I didn't want to say you people, like the subway people, because I know like recently I think they did a protest because they wanted like more money, like the people that drive the subways and work for the subway system, like they wanted an increase in pay, and so they started a riot a little while ago. Not like more like a protest, and that was about it. But so they're very strict about they want their money, and I mean I understand that, it's fine. So, I was like, I'll just walk home. And so my coworker was like, no, it's fine, Jasmine, calm down, quit being dramatic. And I'm like, ugh. She didn't really say that, but she was like, calm down, it's okay. Like, I have my extra card. And so, like, I tap it and it says error because homegirl didn't even have no money on it. So I'm like, what? But anyways, it was okay. Like, honestly, it was a thought that counts, and I was very grateful for them. Like, they worked so hard to get me on the subway, and they were like, it's a good thing the subway doesn't come for another 5 minutes, because they spent the whole 5 minutes basically trying to help me get on this subway. So, like, one tried to pay for me, and the man said no, and then one tried to give me her card, and ended up not being any money on there, and I want to say I'm extremely grateful for them. And one of my guy friends, I think he had already, well, guy friends and coworkers, I think he already tagged himself in, if I remember right. Or maybe he didn't, I don't know. But he got out and came and took me to like the one day subway pass. And he like paid for me to get the card and to get on the subway. And I was like, stop it, I'll pay you back. And he was like, no, don't even worry about it. And like after that I returned the card. I got like some of the change back, but I still had to pay for the ride there and stuff. And then I gave him like all the money that came back, and I was like, thank you. And I got to ride the subway home. So I was very grateful for them, and I was very thankful that they literally tried so hard to make sure that I didn't have to walk and I could ride home with them. And it really touched my heart. And I felt so bad because I was like kind of mad at my husband. I was like, look, I didn't have to put my coworkers through all of this if you would have came. But I'm very thankful for them, and it meant a lot to me. And when I got home, I told my husband, I was like, give me my card. And then he was like, oh, it's in my jeans. And then he gave it to me, and I'm like, seriously. But honestly, like I have some really great coworkers, and I'm extremely grateful for them, and they mean a lot to me, and this whole situation has meant a lot to me. And a lot of my coworkers, like, they have done a lot of things for me, honestly, and I'm completely grateful. And I feel like I don't do enough for them, and they still say I'm nice, and they still say I help them with stuff, and I don't even feel like I do as much as they do things for me. But just honestly surround yourself, around good people that make you feel good, and people that stick together. Don't surround yourself around people that make you feel bad about yourself. If you're around people that make you feel that way, cut them out. Surround yourself with good people, I promise you. Because one thing that my mom always tell me is like, the people that you surround yourself around is how other people will like see you as. So if you surround yourself around good people will see you as good people, and sometimes their tendencies to rub off on you. If you hang around people that are not necessarily good for your well-being, their tendencies might rub off on you, unless you are very strong and know right from wrong, and you're able to put your foot down like, no, that is not okay, and I will not do that. Like, it's all you do you, boo, but like, that's not me. But I feel like as we grow up, we have a hard time doing that sometimes. But in all honesty, like, it's okay to cut people out of your life, especially when you're trying to fix yourself, or you want to, have a good life or think positively for things. But true story, I had a couple of friends that used to like kind of like laugh and joke around and make fun of people, but it was like not like in a mean way, but in a way to kind of have fun. And I was actually pretty quiet. Like, some of the stuff they said was funny, but I didn't really do it very often. And one person came up to me and was like, Jasmine, no, you're always like making fun of people and laughing at people. And I'm like, wait, no, like what? And I realized that, like, it's because I hung around those type of people that a lot of people thought that I was just like them. And then the thing that my mom told me, like, rung in my head. But definitely be careful about who you hang out with. Or just know, like, who you are as a person, and don't let those people kind of, like, have you do something that you don't want to do. I mean, even in college, I, like, cut people out of my life, and I felt bad, but I did it without really explaining myself, and you really don't have to, honestly. Sorry, my eye's, like, itching. But you really don't have to, honestly. But I kind of felt bad because every now and then when I did see them, they were kind of curious or concerned about why I didn't really talk to them. And it was nothing really personal. It was just that, like, being around them, like I love when people succeed. I love when people do great things. You know, I don't mind if people do better than me. Like, I'm happy for you. But, like, it got to a point in time when they kept talking about it. Kind of felt like they were bragging. And then it made me feel like I wasn't good enough. And then I used to psych myself out, and then my grades would drop. And I felt like maybe if I stopped surrounding myself around those people, and stopped letting them talk about, oh, how they're going to fail, and they end up doing a good job, and then I end up failing, and then they want to, like, oh, what did you get? What did you get? I got this. What did you get? Like, that type of environment really, like, made me uncomfortable. And I realized that my grades and my anxiety and everything was going out of whack. That I even broke out, like, in a crazy, like, rash from, like, so much stress. And I was like, oh, no. Not my face. So I definitely, like, stopped hanging around them, and I did feel myself feel better, but I also felt guilty for not talking to them. But at the same time, I'm like, they're living their best life. I still follow each other on social media. Like, it's all good. They're living their best life. I'm living my best life. You know, it is what it is. I'm happy for everything they achieve. I don't hate them. I don't not like them. But for me to get through college, and for me to do the things that I needed to do, I needed to cut them out of my life from that point. But if you ever ran into each other, like, I thought it would be down to hang out, but I don't know if they would want to, or I don't know. But with that, it's already, like, after 12 minutes. It's almost after 2 anyways. I gotta get ready to go to work soon. Don't want to procrastinate again. Like, I think I might, though, but I'm working on myself. But lesson learned: if you do things in an orderly fashion and do stuff beforehand instead of waiting to the last minute, you can catch mistakes and not have to deal with harder stuff later. Hopefully that made sense. But with that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you don't, that's okay too. Give it a thumbs down, because that's what that's what the button's there for anyways. I'm messing up my own outro. What's wrong with me? And you're already here, so you might as well subscribe. And with that, I will see ya. Have a good day. Oh, that sounded so, like, mean. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day or night or wherever you are.